What's up guys, Justin Fuller here, and today I want to offer up some quick tips and tricks that your opening and closing duty managers can take advantage of. So the first thing I'm going to show you today is how do I set it up to where I can get an email, whether it be any of your managers, all your managers, your GSM, your inventory manager, whoever you want, so that each morning I'll see what cars haven't been on the lot for extended periods of time. That way you'll know immediately and can quickly run checks, right? Now secondarily, I want to show you something for the end of the night. So at the end of the night, I want you to have the ability to look on your dashboard and see if there's any keys floating around on the lot. So you don't have to just search one car. Let's look at every single key that you have. So I'm going to show you how to do that also, so that way you can make sure at the end of the night a key didn't get left out in a car, didn't fall out of someone's pocket out onto the lot, and we can make sure all of your assets are being managed accordingly. So let's hop on in and check that out.
All right guys, so here we are on the dashboard, and let's talk about some opening and closing duties that you can set up as managers to better manage your assets. And these are just kind of shortcuts and tips. So the first one is, hey, if cars have left the lot, I want to know, if they've been gone for an extended period of time. Well, first off, I want to point out that you have a tile up here, so you can scroll across here and you've got a last sightings tile for inventory and one for keys. Right, so for the sake of this, I'll click on one, right, and go, hey, just show me what the vehicles that haven't been seen in the last 24 to 72 hours. So this way I could see this list right here. Now, it would be really nice if in the morning I got an email quickly, and that way I could immediately, sit at my desk and go, okay, what was the last deal that got desked on this? Do we have loaner paperwork? What's going on with this stock number VIN, right? Well, you can set that up, and let me show you how. If I come into the back office up here, I can select the user accounts. Now, under user accounts, I can select any person I want. So typically it would make sense to set this up with maybe your managers that typically open, or all of your managers if you just want them to have this, right? So I'd come in here, I select maybe Andrew, for example, here. Now, under missing vehicle alerts, there's a tab right here. If I select this, now each morning at 7 a.m., he'll receive an email letting him know, hey, these vehicles haven't been seen in the last 24 hours. And this way he knows, okay, well, let's run a quick search. Let's see if we have loaner paperwork out, who worked the last deal. And if we still can't figure it out, let's go see who checked out the key. Or maybe there's a good, possibility that this vehicle was stolen in the night, right? So this is going to help with that as far as determining this quickly, right? So that's how you would do that. Now, let's talk about, that's an opening duty. Let's talk about closing duties. So what would be super helpful to a lot of, our staff is, hey, at the end of the night, how can I just take a quick glance at all of the keys out there and make sure nothing's, gotten left in a car, dropped in the parking lot, things like that, so that we can better manage our assets, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is turn on the pins right here. So if I click on pins, you'll see currently it's showing me where cars are living, right? Now I'm going to switch from vehicles over to keys. Now, once I pull up the keys, it's going to start showing me where these keys are currently, right? So perfect example is a key up here by this road and the key down here in this parking lot. So I'm going to zoom in here just so we can kind of zoom in on this specific one, right? So I have to assume that at the end of the night, if all of my staff's in the building, the chances are that if there's a key out here, that it probably got dropped by this car, left in a car, or something of that nature, right? So what I would do is be able to quickly see this and then click on it. And then from there, I could say, okay, we got something going on with this stock number, right? So from there, I could write it down real quickly, send a sales guy out. Or if I'm going out myself, I can immediately pull this up on my phone, and this way I could walk out there. Now, the reason I say pull it up on your phone is because from here, it'll show me what it is, and right, it'll show me if I click on it where it's living, right? But what it's not going to show me is when I get out there, hey, did the key fall into this car? Is it inside of the car, right? It's going to get me pretty darn close. But if I have my phone, I can use Modar version, which will actually walk me right up to that key. So that way, if it is underneath the car versus in the car, or, fell behind the car, it'll take me right to it. So it'll, get you real close down to that granular level of finding where that key is at. So just a tip on how to locate and see where any keys might be floating around at the end of the night. This way we can better manage them, and that way you don't have to worry about lost keys, recutting keys, and things of that nature. So once again, all you had to do is make sure your pins are turned on, and then where it says assets, vehicles, you want to select keys, and then from here to pull that up, and this way we can see where these are.
All right, guys, so hopefully that helped you out with understanding some general opening and closing duties you can apply to your dealership to really take advantage of the TrueSpot dashboard. Now, moving forward, if you ever have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to give me a call, text, or email. At the end of this, you'll be able to see all of that information. If you'd like to reach out to me, feel free to. Now, as far as any other products we have coming up or any other products that you may be interested in, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to go over that, such as things like our True Recon product, which will allow you to use these same tags that you're using on your cars and to track it as it moves through your recon process. That way you can shorten up that time and get those cars out a little bit quicker and out onto the lot, and of course make yourself additional cash. And then secondarily, if you ever want to look at Spot Tracker, which is a OBD2 device, which will allow you to see your cars not only on the campus but off the campus, right? So this is really good for like service loaners, courtesy vehicles, any kind of vehicle that you're going to loan out to somebody, and you just want to make sure that your assets is being protected and that you have a good idea for where it lives, right? So feel free to reach out related to any of those topics. Other Other than that, hopefully this was helpful, and we'll see you on the next time around. Later, guys!